Okay, hi everyone, this is Diane from the Design Creative, and we are in the lesson 3 now, I think. As you can see, we've got all our slices here. We've got about 14 slices, and now we're going to go into WordPress, my favourite part, and we're going to prepare WordPress. So usually, as you can see, this is like a fresh, well, it's slightly fresh install. There's some plugins which I've already pre-installed on here, which has got nothing to do with this tutorial, but never mind. um, I'm going to show you some stuff that I do beforehand. So I'll go into settings first of all. I obviously set the site title if it hasn't already been done. And I'm not going to add a tagline because we don't have one here. And I'm just going to press save. Sometimes I mess with the time zone, etc., but I'm not going to do that here. I'm going to add my permalinks, the most important thing. I used to just use post name, but I've read that it's not so great for SEO, so I'm using month and name, and I'm going to get rid of here the year, as you can see. This only is really relevant when you see it on blog posts. On normal pages you won't see that. So let's save that. And where do we go to next? Media, of course. I don't like my images organised into month and year. I don't know why. I find it hard to find out exactly what month or even year I did certain things, so I prefer to have that unchecked. Right, that's saved. I'm now going to go into plugins, and I'm going to add WP Smash It. Now, WP Smash It is like one of my favourite plugins. It allows you to upload images to your website, and it optimises it for you. It gives you that extra push, and you can go back and re-optimise it and go back and re-optimise it. So it's great. I also use Bulk Page Creator for when I cannot be bothered to keep adding new. You just quickly type in the pages that you need, and it adds it all as a bulk. Brilliant plugin. The next one I'm going to add is the Twitter plugin. It's from this guy who's made loads and loads of different plugins. He's got about 40, I think, on his site, and they're great. I'm going to put the link to his website below. Check it out, but I haven't used this one yet, so I'm going to test out this plugin and see what it's saying. Let's see. Of course, the most important plugin of all, the Royal Slider. Royal Slider is dope. It's really good. And it's the slide that I'm going to use for. It's basically the slider that I use for 99% of my websites. Well, that's a lie. About 95% of my websites. And it's just great. It's just really great. If you can, buy this plugin. They've got a WordPress version, and they've got a jQuery version. It's just fantastic. So yeah, I'm going to use this. I hardly use the Headway one, because I think that it compresses images a little bit, just a tiny bit too much. So I'm going to add the Royal Slider. And luckily for you, you'll have a little tutorial on how to use that. Right, now I'm just going to get rid of all the plugins that I do not need on this website. It's very important that you do that, because you don't want you just don't want extra pressure on your server, and you don't want these plugins to be out of date and then somebody use them as a backdoor to your website and mess it up. So yeah, you don't want to do that. Just get rid of all the plugins that you don't need. Ones that you might want a bit later, just save them in your favorites in your WordPress repository. That's the best thing to do. Just don't keep them on your website. Right, so I'm just installing Headway now, but I'm not going to activate this. I'm going to add my child theme, and I use the child theme because it's just like a backup. I very rarely use it, but I have it just in case I have to add extra PHP functions, and also to sort of give my website to my clients a little bit more customization in regards to what they can see. It's very minute, the customization, mind you, but it's it's, you know, just then they can log into their dashboard and see, okay, this is my theme custom made for me. You'll see what I mean in a minute once I activate this. As you can see, I've got my own little logo bit, and if you're wondering what a child theme is, a child theme basically only really needs a style sheet. And here I've got the theme functions PHP, an empty one, and a style sheet. And in the style sheet it has like my details, the theme name, the template you have to always make sure it says Headway, and some other bits and pieces. So if you can see here, it's got my it's got my website, which funny enough is going to the wrong place because I missed a letter out of there. Oops. So I've got to change that. I'm going to show you how we can change that as well, actually. And you can see it's a child theme, and it says it's a bespoke WordPress site for my clients. So here I'm just going to actually change the URL because it was going to the wrong place. So I'm just going to add the E there. Naughty. And as you can see, my name is there. So it's just these tiny little customizations that I like to do. So for instance, say if on the front page of my website I've got a content block and I want to show excerpts only. Say if I wanted to limit the amount of words that excerpt will show. So if I wanted, I think the standard is about 40 words. Say if I wanted it to be like 80 words, this is where the child theme will come in handy, because then I could just pop that bit of code into the theme functions and it will work. So like an idiot, I've spelt misfits wrong. So I'm just changing that. So mobile misfits, by design creative version 2.0. This is a child theme, and if you look at the front here at the dashboard, it says here theme mobile misfits. I know that's like a minor thing, right? But it's things like that I actually like for my clients to see, rather than it just saying Headway. So I'm going to go in the bulk page creator now, and I'm just going to have a look at what pages I need. Home portal, consultancy, app portal, contacts. I'm going to add these in there. Home. You see how easy it is? Just bang, bang. If I can spell properly. If I can spell properly. Yeah, get rid of that and do that again. App portal. What was the other one? Consultancy. Sorry, I've got a cold as well. So, and the good thing about this as well is you can set the page's content, so you don't just have to, like, you know, pop in the names of your pages. You can actually put content in all of your pages as well. It's so easy, and you can just delete the plugin once you finish using it as well. Like, super cool. So that is the end of this tutorial. Hope you've learned a little bit. We're going to move into Headway next. I really can't wait for that bit. So make sure that you subscribe and save this playlist, because you may need to refer back to it later. But can't wait for the next bit. Headway, here we come.